All right, so welcome back to the next video in your Facebook advertising module or the Facebook advertising course, right? In this one, I want to walk you guys through the process of creating a live campaign. So I actually want to create a live campaign and record the entire process so you get a gist of how simple and it is to create a live campaign. So this campaign is all I am already running a retargeting ad. If you guys remember, retargeting is when you pixel people, create a pixel list, a website custom audience list, and show them the ads again. People who go to a certain page on your website, right? So I already had an ad on, and I am retargeting the same people again because we have a new batch starting off our popular 16-hour course. So I want to make people aware of the new batch, and if somebody wants to join, at least they should be aware, right? So this the goal of this ad is to create awareness. So the first thing I need for that would be an ad banner. So now where do I find that campaign? So I come back to my partner's account, I'll click on search, and let's say 16 hour. Okay, I want to search the keyword 16 hour. So if you see, I have a 16-hour ad on. Apart from that, I have two retargeting ad. One is a 16-hour and the actual 16-hour. So I want to use this one. I want to change the banner in this and maybe a little bit of an ad copy because this was a past campaign. It's paused at the moment, but I want to so the targeting and everything is set correct, and I just need to change the ad banner and add the new date. I'll show you what the old ad looks like at this point. So let me just show you a preview of this one. So this is what the ad copy is like. So this was for the batch starting on the 4th of March, and we were just making people aware of this batch, right? So that's what the ad looks like at this point, and that was the headline: new batch starting on 4th March. So I want to change the banner, try something new. Now this is a really different banner there. So, and I typically want my retargeting ad banners to look different because there's something called as ad blindness. If you use the same color, same pictures all the time, people get blind to your ads. They consciously now start knowing that that's an ad, and they'll skip the ad. They'll just go through it, not go through it, but they'll skip through it, or just scroll through it. So you want to keep breaking the pattern and trying some new banners all the time, especially with your retargeting ads. So first thing, I want to design a new banner. So I go to canva.com, my favorite website to design banners, and I'll pick one of the banners that I designed. So this is the one I think I showed you guys the last time. So let me just pick this one. Okay, so this is the banner. Now I can play around with the text. Batch started, and I just want to make sure the dates are right. So I guess it's the Sunday, so 26th. Of course, I don't need this text, so I'll get rid of this text, and I don't want to load this with a lot of text, so I'll just play around with the text for make it 28, so it's like nice and big, or maybe even 32. All right, so that didn't change, so I'll do it manually. I don't need this fancy stuff here, so I'll just let me just take this a little. Perfect. Of course, this has no relevance here, so I'll just remove this, and let's see if I can find something new here in the elements, or let's select computer and a laptop or something, and I might just try to do something different. Let's put the screen, it says free, so I'll add that in here since that's a free image. Right. Okay, it hasn't popped out correct, so let me try this one, because I think we are already using different images, so it's not. So what I want to do is get the text on this, so I'll get this text this side and I'll make it a little smaller. Alright, so now this is perfectly, no, not perfectly, okay, I think center aligned now. So I'll just copy this text and I'll delete this element. Now I want to add that same text inside, so I'll just drag and drop this here and I'll paste that text here. So I'll just pull it up in the nice area, and I think it looks cooler now. It looks a little different, right? So if you think of it, that's again a little bit of a pattern break. I'm just doing it to break somebody's pattern, so really has a different image, right? So that's the one. I don't want to do anything else which is more fancier. I think this looks nice and clean. I might play around with the text, the font. I want to make the font stand out, so let's do that. Let's make the font stand out a little bit. Alright, so let me just scroll up, and alright, so here we are. Let me select a different font that's dark, stands out. Okay, this just stands out way too much. Okay, I think this is better. Yes, new batch starting 26th April. Right, so I think this looks nice, this looks clean, and I want to change the background color here because it's merging with the text, so I might just make it white. Isn't looking that great though, so maybe gray. Yeah, I think now this makes sense. It looks a little different, so I'll just download this one, and I like the JPG format. So now this is getting saved, so go back to my ad. Okay, so now let's click on the edit button. Now I quickly want to edit this ad. Don't stress out, breathe. Alright, so I want to save it in the E drive. Alright, save in the E drive. Going back to the ad. So now this is where you can change the image. So I'll just click here. I'll click on upload. I'll click on upload image, and so Explorer is a little slow, so it takes a little bit of a time to open up the entire thing, but okay. So we'll just quickly go here and select the one that we want. Don't stress was the one, so I just want to select that one. Don't stress. Where the heck is the don't stress banner? So let me just type that out. Okay, it's here. It's here. We got it. Cool. So now it's getting uploaded. So we'll just, as soon as it gets uploaded, I'll click on confirm. Takes a little bit of a time, especially when you're in the Explorer area. So now I clicked on confirm, so that should change the image. I don't know if I checked the image tab, so no, I did not. So I just check the box and I'll click on confirm. Let me put this thing up so you can see the preview here. I want to show you the preview for desktop. Yeah, so that's the preview I want to show you guys now. If you see, the banner has changed and it says new batch starting 26th April, which is great. Now I want to obviously go and change the headline. So the headline would be new batch starting 26th April. So let's go and check that. So if you see now, it's changed to new batch for the 16-hour course starting on 26th April. And I think the objective for this advertising was the messenger tab. So when somebody clicked on it, they would go to the messenger tab. So I potentially want people to call now and not message, right, or directly send them to the registration page. So I'll change the objective of the ad, but I also want to change the text here. But I'm sure the text above says, most likely would say, so I want to be sure that this text does not say the month of March. So I'll just go down and read the text. We are finally starting a new batch of our popular course, and if you would like to register and be one of the 10th, to email us or call us. Perfect. I think that sounds good. So I'll just add in the number too, just in case. If somebody wants to call, why make people work hard? Right, that's one thing you want to be careful about. You don't want people to be working hard. Make it easy. Make it easy for people to get the right information, get access to the right products, right pages, so that they don't have to click on multiple tabs. The more you make people work harder, the lesser your conversion would be. So be careful about that. And yep, I think this is sorted. This is sorted. So I think this is perfect. Bam. So now let me just check. Yes, I want to save this thing first. Alright, so it's gone for a review. Every time you make a change in the ad copy or the ad banner, it will come out as a new ad, so you lose all the comments and everything else around it. Plus it goes out for a review, right? So that's something that happens automatically. So it's gone for a review at this point. Now I am in the ad set part, so I just want to see the objective of what exactly did I select. Okay, so I'm optimizing for delivery, PPC. So if you see this in my targeting, I just selected the custom audience list. Alright, so if you see, choose where you want to drive traffic. So I am sending people to the messenger right at this point. So when somebody clicks on the ad, they would be able to immediately message me. I'll get a PM and then I could chat with them. So my team members could directly chat with them. So at this point, the selected option is alright, so the platform. So if you see, once you select that, okay, for this audience I cannot select the messenger because that's only for people who have sent you a message. So which is a good thing. I was actually not thinking of using the messenger ad. So let me just quickly go back to the other area, which was my budget is 300. Everything looks cool. All right, so the custom audience, right? So this is where I would select the custom audience now. If you want to see, let me just type in 16 hour and see if I could find something. Okay, I want to check the custom audience. Let's see. Strangely, I am not seeing the list that I actually created in my custom audience, which is really strange. So when you're creating a live campaign, so this is why I wanted to show you how to create a live campaign, because a lot of times it's really buggy. The interface has a lot of bugs. Sometimes it shows the error, and sometimes your lists may not pop out. So I guess that the first thing I'll have to do is check out. I think I selected the option messenger, and that's why it's popping out all the errors, and the messenger option actually got selected. So let me just uncheck that. Okay. So I want to put the ads in the feed. Okay, so now if you see, the error has been resolved, right? Because I must have selected the option messenger, and that's where the whole problem was. So now that it's fine, let me just go and check for the custom audience list. So if you see, now I got the list, right? Last time it did not show me the list because I had the error and I could not advertise to that list inside the messenger. Now here's the list. I select the list, and so anybody who's gone to this page and this page will be able to see my ad, no one else, and which is fewer than 1,000 people. So maybe I'll see if some other list is it relevant to some other list, and if it is, I might want to show them the ads too, just to make them aware that hey, we have something like that. Okay, let's no 3 months. I don't want to do this. This is a database, so that's the email ID that I added of people who've done the course, so I don't want to show them the ads. And okay, 3 months course, maybe I want to show these people the ad, or let me just show it to 6 months. Yeah, let me just show it to these people. So now anybody who's gone to these two pages will be shown my ads. It's an awareness ad. They'll be informed that hey, there's a course starting on the 25th of April, and everything else remains the same. So I just click on save and exit. So I just get out of this area. So once it loads, if you see, it's really slow, and that's not Facebook, but that's the browser, which is Internet Explorer. It's really slow and takes a lot of time. Sometimes takes horrible lot of time. So that is what is happening at this point. And apart from this, I also want to show you how to create a like ad campaign. So you start building your followers and you reach out to more targeted people in your space, and be around them, and hopefully they end up liking your page and following your page. So wow, it's taking a freaking lot of time. So well, I'll have grab some water in the meantime. I guess it's finally done. There's just one last step which is left over, and I'll complete the step, which is to turn the campaign live. Right, once my ad is uploaded, it's still not live. Remember, it's the ad campaign is paused. So you see, it's running here, but not in the main campaign level. So I'll go back to the main campaign AdWords Manager. I don't know why Facebook keeps changing the names so frequently. They call it the Ads Manager, and sometimes they call it the AdWords Manager. That's really annoying sometimes, because when you come in and then suddenly you feel confused, even if you have been doing it for years. It's like you know the name of your baby, and suddenly your baby has changed his or her name, and you're like, huh? Right, because you're used to calling the person by that particular name, right? And Facebook does that so freaking frequently. It's not even funny. So I'll just search for the same campaign again, and so this was the one. This was the one that we actually changed. So now when I turn it, now I've resumed, and if you see it's active, hey, the campaign is active, which means Facebook has approved it. So they're really quick in that sense. Sometimes they just take a minute to approve the campaign, and sometimes they could take a really long time. So that's about it as far as campaign creation is concerned. If you have any questions, get them on the coaching call. Ask your coach, and if you're on the coaching call with me, ask me, and I'll absolutely love to help you out with this. Talk to you guys soon in the next video where I'll walk you through how to create a like campaign.